F-35A Lightning II.
Screen from Aero India where the F-35 is well, what you just saw on your screen was the takeoff of the F-35, which has been on display at Aero India 2023. This is taking place at the Yelahanka Air Base in Bengaluru. Two US Air Force F-35 fighters, considered to be among the world's most advanced fifth-generation fighters. They've landed at the Yelahanka Air Force Base and they'd been parked for a short while in the static display area, sending a lot of spectators into a frenzy of selfie clicking. These are manufactured by Lockheed Martin and are on display at Aero India 2023 at the Yelahanka Air Base in Bengaluru. They're considered to be possessing some of the most advanced sensor suites of any fighter in history. Also the active electronically scanned arrays, radar, the distributed aperture system, the electro-optical targeting system, and also the helmet-mounted display system. These are some of the key features of the F-35. And as per the Lockheed Martin website, they're also considered to be an information and communications gateway, sharing their operational pictures with the ground, sea and air assets, among other features as well. Let's in fact go across to our guests, Air Commodore B.S. Sivach, as well as Wing Commander Praful Bakshi. Air Commodore Sivach, coming to you. This is of course the Defence Expo at the end of the day, and the F-35 fighter jets are on display. We've just seen them take off. The US would obviously also have a commercial interest in trying to sell this to India. Tell us about some of its distinguishing features, and why this is also very significant from a strategic aspect as well.
Certainly, the Americans are interested in the commercial aspects of this F-35. We are all aware that India is looking for 114 multi-role combat aircrafts, and F-35 was not the competitor so far, but now also it seems that it has jumped in the fray. Mere fact that one of the largest contingent of the US has accompanied the F-35 to Aero India at Yelahanka. It gives you a very clear idea that definitely there is some plan to sell this F-35 to India as to meet the 114th multi-combat aircraft requirement of Indian Air Force. Now, this aircraft is being demonstrated in India for the first time.
Yes.
And you are aware, well aware, that our strategic alliance with America has definitely taken a quantum jump. And recent visit of our the security advisor of India visiting US and carrying out discussion, it may also have a bearing on the display of F-35, though it must have gone much earlier. But that kind of, large contingent accompanying the aircraft and trying to show its feature, display at Air Force Station Yelahanka, where from all over the world, the people have sent their representative.
Okay.
So it's definitely the commercial interest in this aircraft.
Yes.
It's a very highly capable, competent aircraft, fifth generation, most modern stealth technology. It has got its most advanced, most lethal, interoperable system. You did talk about active electronically scanned radars.
Right. Commodore Sivach, if I could just interrupt you, we also had the opportunity at Aero India to speak to the HAL CMD as well of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and he spoke at length on the show of strength on the part of indigenous manufacturing and the equipment that India has been showcasing at Aero India as well. Let's listen in.
Joining me is CB Ananthakrishnan, the CMD of HAL. Thank you for speaking to Times Now once again, sir. A couple of questions. The Prime Minister during the inaugurations mentioned about two things, that he wants to see India become one of the biggest, defense manufacturing, hubs and exporters as well. I could say HAL is probably the big daddy when it comes to, defense manufacturing here. And also another aspect that he mentioned is inclusion of youth in this particular sector. How does HAL really want to work around, this idea of the Prime Minister?
Yeah, definitely. For all our projects now, to start with, we have started engaging the startups. In fact, for the CATS program, as you are aware, that startup ecosystem, we are engaging with them so that they will be the youth which are generating so much of concepts and new ideas. We would like to capitalize, and we have also, in line with that IDEX program, which the MOD has initiated, we are also trying to have a separate fund created for the various startups, so that we will our challenges, we will give it up to the startups to come out with their concept, and we are completely aware of the ecosystem in the startup, and we want to capitalize on that.
We also believe that Argentina, Egypt, these are countries where you want to, start, immediately probably giving away the LCAs. If you could throw a little more light on, these deals, including Philippines.
No, as you are aware, there are leads which has been